So hello everyone, I am Vivek. So today we will see about Hegel's element of philosophy of rights. So in today's video we will talk about morality. Basically, what is the perspective of Hegel's on the morality? So let's begin. Basically, what do you mean by morality? Morality for Hegel is the individual inner conventions and intentions to do what is right. It emphasizes subjective freedom, the capacity of individuals to reflect on their actions and judge whether they are morally right or not. At this stage, individuals act not just based on external laws, but also on the inner consciousness. Moral responsibility is linked to intentions and awareness of duties. There's a focus on personal autonomy, but it can lead to conflicts where everyone is subjective morality clash. So, we will see key concepts in Hegel's morality. What are the key concepts of Hegel morality? Concept meaning, and I will explain you with the examples. So, basically, purpose, the end of intentions behind an action. So, let's say an example. If we take an example like a person donates to charity with the goal for helping the poor. So, next part, welfare, considering the effects of the action on others. So, the example will be a doctor must balance a patient's request with what truly beneficial for their health. Third one is intention and responsibility. You are morally responsible based on your intent, not just consequences. If someone accidentally cause harm while trying to help, they are judged differently than someone who acts maliciously. Conciseness, inner voice or feeling of duty. We can take example of a soldier. A soldier refuses an order he finds unjust, following his conciseness. Morally subjective, everyone has their own sense of right and wrong. One person may see enthusiasm as compassionate, other sees it as a wrong. It may be that other can see it as a wrong. The strength of morality in Hegel's views, it values individual freedom and autonomy. It gives importance to motives and not just action. It encourages peoples to think and reflect morally, not just obey the rules. The problem with morality, according to Hegel, is whenever anyone follows only their own conciseness, it leads to moral subjectivism. No common standards, conflicts, or moral confusion. It becomes hard to create a shared or ethical society. We can take a real life example like whistleblowing. A government employee leaks secret documents because they believe that the public has right to know. Basically, it's a moral conciseness. Society just judges the action based on the intention, consequence, and legality. Shows the tension between the personal morality and ethical and social norms. Hegel sees the moral stages as the necessary but incomplete. It must develop into ethical life where personal morality is united with social institutions like family, civil society, and the states, creating concentrate freedoms. So we will take examples in between the intentions versus truth. So a person lies to a friend to protect them from emotional pain. Example, hiding a terminal illness or something else. So moral point, the person intention is good, protecting the friend. Even thought lying is usually wrong. Basically, in this, the Hegel views is we must consider the subjective intention behind the action, not just the external rule. Breaking the law of justice, conscience. Example, we can take an example. A civil right activities break a law. Example, protesting without a permit because they believe it is injustice. So the moral point, the activity is guiding the conscience rather than blind obedience. Basically, Hegel's views the morality gives importance to inner conviction, but this can lead to conflicts with the law and order. It's not grounded in a shared ethical life. So we can take an example like charity with selfish motives, मतलब different mindsets or different motives. Example: a businessman donates a large amount of charity just to gain publicity or मतलब and to get some kind of benefits. So the moral point is the act appears good, but the intention is very selfless, मतलब self-serving. So basically, the Hegel's point of view, we can take the point of view of Hegel like truly morality depends not just on the actions but on the moral will and the intention behind it. Refusing military orders, we can take example in between the subjective morality versus duty. Take a basically we can take an example of a soldier which is doing his duty. Take a example: a soldier refused to participate in a military action they believe is immoral, even through it's a legal. मतलब it's basically it is duty to serve its nation. ठीक है. Moral point: the act according to conciseness, which may go against their official duty. Hegel's point of view, morality involves such internal judgments, but without ethical structure, like the state, it may lead to subjectivism. Enthusiastic debate, subjective right and conflict. In this, we can take the example of a doctor which is helping a terminally ill patient die peacefully following the patient wish. मतलब basically मतलब a patient is coming to its the position of basically a patient is coming to the end of his life. So the moral point: the doctor acts morally, believes about reducing, serving, or but may face legal and social backlash. So we can take the perspective of Hegel.